You are resting in a grove of aspen, not walking through it, resting. There is nowhere in this grove that is more worth reaching than where you already are. The bark is pale, almost white, cool if you were to rest a hand against it, which you do not need to do. Above you, the leaves do the things aspen leaves do, a small, constant trembling, even when there is no wind you can feel. That trembling is not effort. It is just what the leaf does, the way your chest rises without you lifting it. If a hand happens to rest on your belly or your chest, you might notice that same small rise and fall happening there too. Not something you are doing, something that is simply continuing the way the leaves continue, in and out, without your instruction. From where you are, this looks and feels like a forest. Many trees, many trunks, evenly spaced, all slightly different heights. That is the ordinary version of what is in front of you. There is also a true version, and the true version is stranger and slower and older than anything you would guess. Every trunk in this groove, the nearest one to you, the one furthest out, and thousands more beyond that, every single one shares one root system, one organism. This forest is a single living thing, wearing tens of thousands of trunks, the way a hand wears fingers. You are not standing among many trees tonight. You are resting beside one. You will not see the root system. You might feel it though. It is beneath you, beneath all of this, doing what it has always done. Holding, feeding, connecting every trunk to every other without needing to be watched to keep working. Just like the breath, it continues whether you are paying attention or not. In and out. Quiet. Steady. Not performing for anyone. There is no moment when the root system checks whether it is doing this correctly. No pause to make sure the nearest trunk is getting what it needs before moving on to the next. It does not work in order, does not work in a line, does not finish one task before beginning another. It simply does all of it, all at once, all the time, the way your own body is doing 100 small things right now without asking you to manage any of them. Somewhere in this group, right now, a trunk you will never see is being fed by a root you will never see. In the dark, in the quiet, without ceremony. It has been happening for longer than anyone has been alive to notice. And it will keep happening after tonight, whether you think about it again or not. Notice the surface underneath you, the chair or the bed or wherever you happen to be resting. Something solid, something that does not need your attention to keep being solid. The root system under this grove has that same quality. It is not performing its work for anyone. It has, and it was, never waiting for a visitor to arrive and take notice before it started connecting one trunk to the next. You can feel steadiness without seeing its source. That is true of the ground under this forest, and it might be true right now of the surface underneath you, holding your weight, asking nothing, whether or not you ever think about it again tonight. The root beneath this grove and the surface beneath you are doing the same quiet work. Neither needed you to notice before it began. Neither will stop when your attention drifts. Somewhere further down, both are simply continuing. This grove has a name, Pando. It means high spread, which is a strange thing for something this patient to be called. But there it is. The trunk nearest you started as a sucker root decades ago. A small shoot the larger organism sent up, the way you might absent-mindedly tap a finger while thinking of something else. Decades. That is already longer then most things you worry about tonight will matter. But the organism itself, the whole root system, the one thing all these trunks belong to, is older than that. Older by a wide margin than even the language you are hearing this in. It was already spreading underground, unseen, before the oldest story anyone in this grove's country could tell you. Spreading before names were given to the season you have lived through. It did not need those centuries to go quickly. It simply let them pass, the way this one is passing right now, the way tonight is already passing, one slow breath at a time. Its age is measured in many thousands of years, long enough to be almost hard to comprehend, long enough, certainly, to make one restless night feel small by comparison. You do not have to hold that number. You do not have to do anything with it except let it sit there, wide and slow, while your own night gets to be exactly as small as it actually is next to something like this. Pando has never once been in a hurry. It did not strain through a difficult century. It did not clench, brace, or force its way through the ones that were hard. The fires, the winters, the centuries humans were not yet here to name. It simply kept existing, the way breath keeps happening, the way your own heart has been beating this whole time without asking your permission or requiring your supervision. Pando is not trying to reach 10,000 more years from now. It is not anxious about the winter it has not gotten to yet. There is no destination in a life this long, only continuing, the way water continues downhill, the way breath continues in and out, the way this single vast root has simply gone on being itself underneath a groove that looks from where you are standing like nothing more than an ordinary stand of trees. That is the quiet part worth resting in. The most extraordinary thing here does not look extraordinary. It looks like it is not doing anything at all. And still, the leaves keep trembling. The breath keeps going in and out. The heart keeps beating. The trembling of the leaves above you. Small, constant. Not effort, just what a leaf does. Somewhere below, the root continues. Not reaching. Not hurrying. Not one thing left to prove. Just one long, quiet life. Still going. The way it always has. The way it still is. Even now. The surface under you keeps holding. The breath keeps arriving. The heart keeps beating. The roots keep their slow work beneath it all. Nothing left to do. Nowhere left to go. Just